Hello, comrades, and welcome to year 6 of our Prague adventure. Let's see, perfect. We did get the research for distribution offices unlocked. Let's also start doing the tourism analysis. Basically, I really want to kickstart the tourism industry sooner or later, and also the amount of students seems like it's okay, so we can leave research running a bit faster. Apart from this, exactly at the end of the episode, we had the second fire truck done, so let's buy 2 vehicles for them and not forget about it. Moreover, whilst preparing for recording this video, I did notice that the current number of workers for the fabric factory will not be enough for the clothing factories to work at their desired capacity. So we're gonna need to play a bit with the numbers. This is done from the bus stop, assigning the things over here. And what I want to do is for the fabric factory to increase it a bit more. Just like this should be fine, almost double. Good, so this way it will balance out. Actually, one more click shouldn't hurt. It will be exactly double, but a bit more. Okay, so now basically these guys will focus on the fabric factory firstly to get the profits up and running, and afterwards go to the clothing factory to transform the fabric into clothing. This should allow us to collect some fabric in the storage over here, so we also have it for the maintenance office over here. Basically, as you can see, it does have some fabric. Okay, cool. One more math I wanted to do over here. 80 plus 80, 160 plus 100, 260. This means we're gonna need triple the amount of workers. 260 times 3, it's somewhere around... let me open my phone actually. I am very bad at math. Amazing how I managed to make the guides without knowing math without a calculator. But let's see, 260 times 3, 780 people. Well, if we look over here, workers with lower education is 621. We're close-ish to having the desired amount of workers, so the factories will run at max capacity. But then again, we did not take into consideration the grocery stores, the small stores, etc. Anyway, what I'm trying to state is that we're still needing to focus on the stuff over here. I am still confused why my trucks are not using the road over here, because I did not put any types of... Yeah, there's absolutely no type of warning. I'm very confused why they prefer to go through here instead. This looks very weird, and it might be a bug because of the gravel road. Anyhow, we do have the vehicles in our fire trucks, so let's go with 10. Good. Last episode, as I've mentioned, we're gonna need to start doing the criminality, because at the moment it's at 2%. Therefore, this would be a good place to actually place it. The prison needs to be relatively close to the city and within the city limits. Reasoning being that you're going to need a lot of workers constantly, so your prisoners do not escape. Good. The next thing that we're gonna need is a police station. I'm gonna go directly with the highest police station that we're having, because this one can employ 50 workers, so the working speed will be slightly higher. And I'm gonna plonk it somewhere nearby the police station. Something like this should be fine. And I left some space over here on purpose, because I'm gonna put a garbage can. Let's see, it should fit. Yes, and it should also reach the prison too. Good. And the last thing that we're gonna need to plan is the courthouse. And why not plonk it very awfully nearby over here? It should be good. Like this should be pretty fine. Good. So now I guess we're just gonna need to wait and see how low our profits will dip. And also build more houses in the meantime. So we are in business. I'm gonna just do low priority on these because I really want to make sure that they are built properly. People are complaining about food shortages because of the meat. It looks like meat doesn't go pretty fast over there. Therefore, we are also gonna need a new shop. Let's see, around where can we place it? There we go. This one, is it safe to be placed around here? Not quite. It won't fit. And neither here. I would very much prefer not to put it inside, or actually too far away. It should be fine because I really want to make sure that although they should have access, I do want them to take some time to get over here. And I think this should be pretty fine, especially if we're gonna connect it with a gravel road. We should be able to just do this. And now walking range will handle some of the buildings, not all of the housing, but at least half of it, so they can go over here too. Okay, good. Let's see, did they bring meat? Yes, they did. Another idea would be to have 2 refrigerated units, which I don't think we did, right? Yeah, we don't have 2 refrigerated units. Actually, I think these are, right? Yes, these are only refrigerated units. So it's all about these. Let's set it to 80% so it's always full. And this should increase the frequency for that shop. Now, yes, some of you will complain about the fact that I don't have any storage nearby my city, but this is expected because it doesn't make sense to create a warehouse when you are 1000 meters from the border. Basically, I want to create a storage, but on this side over here, which will be done later down the line so we can actually abuse the railroad around here. For now, let's just wait to construct all of this because it will consume a shit ton of resources. So I'm expecting for the amount of cash that we have to drop between maybe 80k ish or so. We're gonna see. Oh, and by the way, let's see, can we plonk down? No, we cannot. So we're gonna need to do this and this soon afterwards. Okay, and let's connect this one too over here, just like this. Good. The other flats brick is done. Now, I want to also handle the electricity because currently we're gonna have electricity problems since we're using more than the allotted storage. So let's also think about how this layout will look over here So we can plonk down the electricity stuff around here. What's up with this error? Ah, it's because it's a single person that got moved. Okay. Now on this side, let's see. Somewhere around here, a house. Another one nearby. Okay. Then have another one here. And here, and one more over here. Okay, good. Now let's pause the game and also suspend the construction over here, because I don't want yet them build. I just wanted to plan them out. Now let's grab some footpaths and see how we're gonna connect things. Something like this should be fine. And let's see, yes, I will have direct access over here. Like this. And let's see, can I connect it over here? Yes, that is perfect. This is already connected. This will come through here. Actually, no. It will come through here. Yep. And also this one. Let's go like this. Good. So we do have a planning over here to put down the electric substation soon. Let's see, they are pissed off because of low government royalty. Yeah, it's something we're gonna need to work on. And happiness, okay. Let's see where the happiness. Yes, because these guys do have crime. Okay, good. Let's see how it will look like. I do like that the progression of gravel roads is way faster right now. And there we go. Another research program is done. Let's go with hotel standards. And let's make sure that we're researching it a bit lower, because we're gonna need around 350 to 400-ish workers for the criminality thing. And also together with universities and other things, it will rise up quite a lot. Let's check a bit some layouts. Let's see if it dips over to 30. Doesn't seem like it. So it looks like all of the buildings still have electricity and it's not used at max capacity. That is good. Okay, they managed to finish over here, so let's plonk down the next electrical building. Around here like this should be fine, and we're gonna be able to connect it. Good. Let's delete this automatically created road. Come on. There we go, and place a mud road instead. Okay, and yeah, this guy will not have electricity normally. Now I am wondering if we're gonna place buildings around here. Yeah, they will have electricity. Okay, good. So with this guy, it will be built, and let's pull also the electrical cables. 2 of them, one big, one small. It seems like it might not willy-nilly work, but we can do something like this and connect it over here. Actually, no, not a good idea. Reasoning being, we need to connect through here firstly, and then this one will go up to here. Perfect. Okay, so the electricity problem will be solved. Let's also tell these guys to unload over here to 80%. Good. And let's see, these were the guys with clothing. Yep. And tell them to deliver here too. Perfect. Actually, clothing, there's no clothing over here, so we did plonk it down for nothing, but they're gonna deliver food actually, so that's okay. Let's see, let's go to also 60% over here. And this should reduce a bit the problems around here. And yeah, as you remember, this one, we've placed it, well, it's automatically placed as medium priority, but all of these are with low priority, so it won't be such a huge problem when it comes to delivering resources. Let's see, over here also I would like to place something like this. Yeah, and I'll be able to connect it later down the line. So people from here don't just go in circles, but also have a shortcut. Again, police not arrived. Miguel's the same one? No, it's another one. Okay. What's up? Hello, earthquake. Let's stop admiring it and let's go with 24 and 24. Come on. And let's do it like this. There we go. And now they should start focusing on the area. How many buildings are on fire? 2 on fire. 3 on fire, sorry. And, oh, come on, again. Just like last year, we just barely rebuilt it. Jesus. Okay. Let's see, and this demo office, did we place it as... Yeah, we did place it as 3,500. Oh well, okay, I guess we're gonna need to rebuild it afterwards. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This one seems to be pretty nasty. But it's getting fixed. There we go. And we're also... Okay, good. Seems like we had way more fires than before, but because we did have 2 fire stations, it was enough to cover our asses. This is why it's important to have 2 fire stations or more in your republic. I'm planning basically 1 fire station for each quadrant around here. And yeah, Let's wait for the stuff to be built. Again? Yeah, meat. No, this time was food the problem. Yeah, it was the food the problem. Okay. Yeah, we're reaching a point where we're gonna need more people. Well, more shops to handle the people, actually. Ooh. Whoops. Seems like this one also had a problem. Okay, so it seems like 2 buildings got demolished. So people don't have clothes anymore. Great, more stuff to add to pissed off people. Yay. Did they finish? No, they didn't finish from here. Actually, this will be with high priority because we're gonna need to rebuild it afterwards. Since people will not have clothing and neither electronics for an extended period of time. Whoops, I did forget to unsuspend the courthouse. But at least now they have food and meat. And as you can see, instead of workers, we're getting educated workers manning the grocery store. Oh boy, money is really going down the drain at the moment. Let's see, fabric is going well. Therefore, for the fabric factory, I'll just lower it a bit. 28 should be fine. Now, the biggest problem and why we are lacking workers over here is because we're employing workers at the constructions. And either that or we truly don't have enough workers. Let's see, I do see 362 educated workers. So on the research itself, we can actually move them to the research instead of doing students. There we go. And high priority. And another research run. Perfect. Visa for Soviet countries. And then we should be done with tourism. Now, some of you might wonder why we have a single clothing store, especially now that we learned that it's not invincible to earthquakes. Well, there is a simple reason for it, namely the fact that I do not want... let's see, the clothing store, did it unpack itself from here? Yes, it did. God damn it, the disadvantages of buildings getting destroyed. There we go. So a single clothing factory is needed because the citizens don't use clothes daily. So there's no reason to build 2 of them or more. Let's also do a notify if goods are missing. And as you can see right now, because we do have 2 grocery stores, the meat warning from here and that it's missing, it's no longer appearing. And see, the prison is almost done, 66 and 38%. What about people over here? It's still slowly increasing, that's good. And without own flat, I don't see any of them. How's the workers at the bus station going? Pretty well. There is some frequency, not the one that I desire, but hey, it's okay. Most were getting 26 at a time, and our vehicles can support 33, so it's fine. Oh, they did not build this one. I hate that each time they finish building, we need to manually check it for construction. Oh well. And the courthouse is also good. Let's see, research-wise here, almost finished with tourist visas too. There we go. And let's do the railway distribution office now. Let's see again the workers. Seems like the educated workers are going quite high, 422. It's a bit more than I required. So let's just make sure that everyone is focusing on the research itself. And then we're gonna turn off a bit the small headquarters and maybe prepare a technical headquarters, so we can start researching the power poles and all other shenanigans. Now let's see, when it comes for them to go to the prison, basically I dislike that they are going to need to walk like that. So let's actually connect it like this. And then have it later down the line connected in the middle. Good. About this guy, I don't think he has anywhere to dispose the garbage. Okay, that means we're gonna need a garbage can somewhere around here. We might as well place it in this spot. God damn it, I forgot control again. No worries. There we go. Okay, and does this garbage reach both of them? Yes, they can. Almost to the limit. Okay, perfect. But this guy will not have a garbage can, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check it out. No, it does. Okay, nice. Good. So now with the police station in place, I'm gonna buy only 2 cars. Reasoning being is that our productivity is 60% at the moment. Basically, although they can handle more, let's also go with 15 here. And even less than, there we go. Even if they can handle a bit more than the 2 cars that we placed here, it's not mandatory for them to handle it. God damn it, did I just speak gibberish? So what I mean, their productivity impacts the case solving time. The number of cars you can have in here is dependent on their productivity. The more cars you have, the more crimes will pile up here. If their productivity is low, of course, the cases will also be expired more because they investigate cases in parallel. Now, if their productivity is low, you're gonna need a low amount of cars. At 150 productivity, you can fill all of them. At 100, fill 4 of them. Okay, good. Now, with that out of the way, let's check a bit the place over here. We're gonna need clothes, food, and meat. So these guys will also deliver here together with these guys. Perfect. For clothes, we're not going to need that many clothes. So 2 tons with 8 tons should be fine. And let's check a bit the ways over here. Let's do only 20 workers at the moment. We're not gonna need more than this. And government loyalty. Basically, the Eternal Flame itself has 3.4%. I need to offset the government loyalty over here, so it's higher than 3.4%. This will keep all the prisoners' loyalty in check, and it won't get lowered more than 40%. So let's plan out an Eternal Flame around here. There we go, this should be fine. And we're gonna connect it with a road. Here we go. And now let's play around with these numbers. I want to make sure criminality is higher. And the same with enthusiasts for sports. So basically, I'm not caring that much about the government loyalty, because it will be handled by the Eternal Flame. Good. Even 10 at the moment is okay. As for the criminality over here, let's look where the highest crimes in our apartments are. We got 3% over here. If we're gonna check slowly, I see 11, 8, 4. So our highest criminality at the moment is 11%. 72% is the highest. This one really got away with a shit ton of stuff. Mamma mia. And he's barely age 22. I think we found the pedophile. I'm not 100% sure. Where was he? There we go. This guy, I think it's a pedophile or something. He's too much criminal. Okay, so we know that the highest is 72. Now, if we check over here, we're gonna have, so we're gonna have somewhere around 15 days to be able to drop them to 0 criminality, that pedophile over there. So this means 15 times 0.16, how we calculated for the criminality guide. This means 2.4 years. So if he's gonna commit a serious crime, let's go with 2.5 to 3 years. Let's go 3 years. This one, I'm gonna set it to 1 year. And on this one, okay, 1.5 years, 3 years, and 1 year. Perfect. This should be enough for us. And also, let's just put, let's lower it to 5 for now, because we don't have any criminals over there. And here, I just want to closely watch the crimes to see if they are progressing fast enough. Basically, chance to solve should dictate us if we're gonna have enough people or not. We might need, actually, yeah, because this is a crime cycle, I'm just gonna go with the maximum amount of police, because basically we're gonna have a lot of criminals around here. And until they drop, it will take a little bit of time. Good. With crimes done, we're gonna need the distribution offices here. We did assign them, that's perfect. And missing supplies for prisoners. Yeah, they're gonna deliver it anytime soon. Good. They also started working on the Eternal Flames and the rest of the things. That's why supplies are lacking. Okay, makes sense. There we go. Did they deliver? They did deliver only food at the moment and meat. Perfect. Only clothing remaining. Let's see, can it be because we don't have enough space for clothing? Basically, we did not produce enough clothing over here. I do see clothes being at 0, so that means it was picked up by someone. Question is, who did it pick it up? These guys are delivering meat. Interesting. Okay, at least the garbage container was built pretty fast, so we just need the steel and a little bit more concrete for the area here. Citizens' happiness too low yet again. Yes, they're gonna be patrolled soon, don't worry about it. And let's see, the crimes over here. Yes, they are progressing fine. Good. Now we are out of crimes and we should have also prisoners. Oh la la, yeah. Whoops. Let's go back to the maximum here. Just so we are good. One thing I did not notice during my criminality guide is that it seems like the colors over here also try to predict if the processing will go through or not. Basically, I did saw that the green for the heavy crimes was getting greener or getting less green. Can you not have an earthquake for 2 fucking minutes while I'm talking? God damn it. And where's these firefighters going? Okay, over there. What about these guys? I guess they did go for fuel. Oh, and by the way, we do have this part over here that we did not do. There we go. Holy hell. Okay. Earthquakes after earthquakes after earthquakes. This isn't quite the nicest thing to have, but hey. We need the drama. Let's see. Well, this is a good example what I meant when I said quality of flats will drop. Basically from 86, now it's down to 73. Good. So they did manage to get another research in place. Perfect. Fire prevention, why not? Increase it to the max because we do have enough workers. And now basically because I do have the police in place, I can actually build the alcohol stand. So let's give these guys what they want so they work a bit better. Let's see, can I place anything around here that would work? I do like that the rails are getting dug down. Where can we place an alcohol stand? If not, we're gonna go with a smaller one, which I think it should be fine because they won't be needing that much alcohol. Yeah, here should be good one. And let's allow them to actually build it. And afterwards deliver the alcohol. Good. Let's see now about the workers themselves. Yeah, I'm happy with higher education, how they are at the moment. We don't have problems with worker residentials. So after the alcohol stand gets built over here, we might as well start thinking about the next step, which would be an orphanage. That would boost up our economy. And I want to make sure that the orphanage has access to both the school over here and the university, so we can grab better people. Let's see, how is an orphanage looking? If we're gonna place it over there, it will definitely have access to everything. Okay. So I guess here should be fine, and they're gonna use that road. There we go. And also a gravel road over here. Good. These guys will have access to 82 and 317. Okay, good. What about here? How's the teaching going? We do have sometimes kids waiting, but that's because we don't have enough workers, it seems like. Okay. This shouldn't be a major problem. For now, at least. Let's see what else we're gonna build around here. Right after some time passes. Let's see, this garbage stand, how many connections does it have? It does have connections to 1. What's up with you? Why are you not happy? Crimes patrol, yes, next week it shouldn't be any problem. Next year, sorry. Okay, good. Are they delivering stuff? Yes, they are. Perfect. Weirdly enough, there's no tower crane here. Ah, that's why there's no tower crane. Now a tower crane should be incoming. And let's see. Police criminality here, it's good. Notify me and let's drop it to 8. Over here, judges are also happy. Let's drop them to 5. And just watch a bit to make sure that everything will be okay in terms of the limitation and shenanigans. Seems like it's progressing okay, and they are doing their job pretty fast. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. And we should be able to see also criminality to drop over here. Let's see, who's the badass criminal around here? 3%, 3%, 7, 4, 9, 51. Okay, there is one single criminal. We just need to wait him to make a crime so he gets to prison. Good. Yes, because it's above 15, well, almost 18%. And let's see, to the clothing factory over here. Weirdly enough, we are still not getting enough workers. Yes, and by building the prison and shenanigans, we are going to need a lot more workers. Okay, for now, let's just make sure that everything works fine here. There we go. Another research is done. Yeah, fire prevention, why not? And we're gonna speed plow over the researches from the Communistic Party. Also watch our cash drop by a lot. Okay, last year it seems like we did not manage to produce any type of exports, so we are running quite low on money. Hopefully we will be able to fix this later down the line. Let's see, what about here? We do have enough workers, good. What are you guys complaining about? Crime's not patrolled. Oh, by the way, let's grab alcohol. These guys. And let's tell them to deliver alcohol. Load from the border and deliver it here. 30% should be fine. We don't need that much. Basically, I did select this one because they seemed a lot freer than the other ones. For now, I don't need a huge ass alcohol need. There we go, another research run, that was fast. Okay, good. How many prisoners we have? Only 5. This is perfect. Let's wait for the orphanage to be done. There we go. And let's assign these guys yet again. Yep. To deliver over here. And we're gonna check also food. And the refrigerated unit to deliver here. Good. We're gonna leave the missing no, notify me if goods are missing and not enough tutors. Good. And as for child upbringing, let's go with enthusiast for sports higher, and this should raise the happiness a bit. And we don't care about the government loyalty that much. Let's see, does this guy affect it? Yes, it does. Okay, so government loyalty being lowered over here, it's not quite 344, but actually almost 0. Okay, that is good. Let's see, come on food guys, come over here or the children will be pissed. There we go. Good. So this should be able to handle everything while the prisoners are in prison. How's the criminality here? Pretty decent. What about here? Yeah, nowhere near 99%, so we are good with just 5 workers over there. Good, we did manage to fix it. Now, a problem over here. Crimes were not patrolled. Actually, it should be fine because I do see the police cars staying over there, so I should not be that sad about it. What about government loyalty? 31%. Ugh. At least the happiness went up, so that means the productivity also is going up. That's great news. Good. These are almost filled, so it's time to actually start building one of these. And let's use this batch start construction. There we go. Now, as for the road here, I said that it won't be able to connect. Yep, only here will be able to connect. That is fine. Good. Now we just need to wait for them to finish building this. And let's see, in terms of workers here, how many do we have? Around 9 to 10. Okay. And this translates to not that many workers at the factories. At least they should be able to grab clothing. Yeah, finally. We are going to have some profits. There we go. Perfect. Good. Stop production where? At the heating plant. Just for sanity and safety reasons, let's just have it always on the temperature, just to make sure that everything is fine. Perfect. Another one done. Let's go with these. And this should make our buildings a bit more resistant to fire. Okay, garbage wise. It has garbage access. That is good. This one, will it cover? Yes, it covers. Okay. That's also good. Workers without own flat we don't have at the moment. Let's see, kids in here. Still happy, still good. Perfect. Now let's speed plow a bit. And try to keep our happiness above the 50%. And let's see, can we make more connecting roads around here? Yeah, this should be good. We dipped again below 50k. But for now, nothing we can do about it. I want to do a test. I'm curious about it. Basically, I want in the center of the city only buses to actually go. So what will happen if we're gonna place a sign for heavy goods over here to not be delivered? Let's see, do we even have a space where to put it? Doesn't seem like. Only here. Good. Let's see it like this. So basically I want to make sure that they are still able to deliver goods, the construction offices, and only buses will have access in the middle. It does seem like it works, but for that we're gonna need to wait a little bit longer. Let's see now. This one. You might be wondering why I'm not going for advertising. Well, currently it's useless because we don't have any tourists at all, so we don't need it. For now, I just want to make sure that the clothing... okay, do we have trucks? Yes, they are incoming. Good. I want to make sure that the clothing factory is fully operational with enough workers in them. Currently, it's utter garbage in terms of workers. And that's why we also built this orphanage here. Let's see. This should boost up our population a little bit. And I want to check uneducated and not that much. What about our school? How is it looking? Good, good. It's looking great. We might be also able to directly invite some NATO citizens just to boost up our population a bit more. But we are gonna see. For now, I really want to get more workers involved, and as we can see, just in time, because this guy got moved here and they're gonna stay in there. Let's unpause the construction here. There we go. Perfect. Now for the electricity, it's still quite high over here. 123%. I was hoping that this one will handle a bit more. For now though, it doesn't quite seem like we do have electricity problems. Everything is at 229, so I'm happy with that. And secret police next. There we go. Yeah, voltage is not dropping. I am happy with that. And here is looking quite good too. What about the megawatts that we're pulling? Oh, cool. We're just pulling at maximum 1 megawatt. So there's absolutely no problems. Shop out of goods. Okay, what are you missing? Food. Wait a moment. Why did that happen? Because this guy had some electronics left. There we go. Now he's gonna grab food and hopefully deliver it in time. Perfect. And now everyone will flock there. What about here? It's looking slightly bad. Not that bad actually. Here, oh yeah, over here clearly it's looking bad. Let's boost it up a bit. So they are, you see how it goes from green to yellow? Actually, I don't think it's a progression, yes, but actually the amount of crimes being investigated at once. So it still doesn't make sense since everything gets investigated. I think it was 12, the minimum. Oh shit! Now I noticed. 20 January. Okay, so I guess we're gonna stop here for now. And yeah, we did manage to handle the criminality here. Stay tuned for the next year when we're gonna see if it's actually managed. Basically, we can see already criminality dropped to 2% from 3% at highest. So this is great. And also the orphanage seems like it does have children and it's getting close to the maximum, but it should be fine. Also, I do see that government loyalty is going upwards a bit. That is perfect. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for my channel supporters. And until next time, I'm the Honey Badger and I stopped production. Also, I'm out.